Hi children, today we are going to learn 6th Mathematics Chapter 3 Playing with Numbers. In this chapter we are going to learn continued division method. In this video we are going to cover the topics continued division method and problems related to HCF. First, we are going to learn continued division method. There are three steps. First one, divide the greater number by the smaller number. Second one, then divide the divisor by the remainder. And third one, repeat the process of dividing the preceding divisor by the remainder until remainder will get 0. Example, find the HCF of 272 and 425 by division method. First, we are going to follow the two steps. First one, divide the greater number by the smaller number. Here, smaller number is 272 and greater number is 425. So, divide the greater number by the smaller number. How many times we have 272 in 425? We have only one time. So, write 272. Now, we are going to subtract. The remainder is 153. Then follow second step. Divide the divisor by the remainder. Here, divisor is 272 and remainder is 153. Now we are going to divide the divisor by the remainder. That means divisor become dividend and the remainder become divisor. So how many times we have 153 in 272? That is only one time. Now write 153. Now subtract, we will get the remainder 119. Then divide the divisor by the remainder. We can repeat this process until the remainder will get 0. So write divisor as dividend and remainder become divisor. So how many times we have 119 in 153? We have only one time, so write 119. Now subtract, what is that answer? That is 34. Now we are going to divide the divisor by the remainder. Then write 119. Now how many times we have 34 in 119? We have 3 times, that means we'll get 102. Now subtract, we will get as remainder, that is 17. Then divide the divisor by the remainder, that is how many times we have 17 in 34? We have 2 times, so write 34. Now the remainder is 0. That means 17 is the HCF. So HCF equal to 17. Find the HCF of 144, 180 and 192 by division method. First, we find the HCF of any two numbers. Then we find the HCF of first and the third number. Let us take 144 and 180. Any two numbers means we have to take any two numbers. Let us take 144 and 180. Here 144 is the smallest number and 180 is the biggest number. Now we are going to divide. How many times we have 144 in 180? We have only one time. Then write 144. Now subtract. We'll get the remainder is 36. Now divide the divisor by the remainder. Here divisor is 144. The remainder is 36. So now we are going to divide the divisor by the remainder. So how many times we have 36 in 144? We have 4 times, that means we get 144. Now subtract, the remainder is 0. So 36 is a HCF of 144 and 180. That means HCF of 144 and 180 is 36. Now take 36 and 192. Step 2. So now we are going to divide the greater number by the smaller number. So how many times we have 36 in 192? We have 5 times, so we'll get 180. Now subtract, the remainder is 12. Now divide the divisor by the remainder. Here divisor is 36 and remainder is 12. Now divide the divisor by the remainder. So how many times we have 12 in 36? We have 3 times, so write 36. When you subtract, the remainder is 0. That means 12 is the HCF of 144, 180 and 192. Then write HCF of 144, 180 and 192 is 12. Find the HCF of 180, 252 and 324 by division method. First, you can take any two numbers. Let us take 180 and 252. Here, 180 is the smallest number and 252 is the greatest number. First step, divide the greater number by the smaller number. So write, how many times we have 180 in 252? We have only one times, so write 180. Now we are going to subtract. So what is that answer? That is 72 as remainder. Then follow the second step. Divide the divisor by the remainder. Here divisor is 180 and remainder is 72. Now we are going to divide the divisor by the remainder. How many times we have 72 in 180? We have 2 times. 2 72s are 144. Now subtract, we'll get 36 as remainder. Now divide the divisor by the remainder. That means we have 72 as divisor and 36 as remainder. Now we are going to divide the divisor by the remainder. So how many times we have 36 in 72? We have 2 times, so 236 are 72. Now subtract, the remainder will get 0. That means the HCF of 180 and 252 is 36. Right, HCF of 180 and 252 is 36. Now take 36 and 324. Here 36 is the smallest number and 324 is the greatest number. Divide the greatest number by the smaller number. That is step 2. Now how many times we have 36 in 324? We have 9 times. 936 or 324. The remainder is 0. So 36 is the HCF of 180, 252 and 324. So write HCF of 180, 252 and 324 is 36. Reduce 216 divided by 384 by using HCF. First take numerator, that is 216, and find all the factors of 216, that are 2 multiplied with 2 multiplied with 2 multiplied with 3 multiplied with 3 multiplied with 3. Then take denominator, that is 384, and find all its factors. Then write 384 equal to, the factors are 2 multiplied with 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 3. Now we are going to encircle the common factors of 216 and 384. We have 2, again we have common factor 2, again we have common factor 2, and we have common factor 3. Now we are going to write the HCF of 216 and 384. Now we are going to multiply the common factors, that are 2 multiplied with 2 will get 4. Then 4 multiplied with 2, 8. Then 8 multiplied with 3 will get 24. Now divide the numerator and the denominator by the 24. That means 216 divided by 384 is going to divide by the numerator and the denominator by 24. That means we'll get 9 by 16. Reduce 300 divided by 375 by using HCF. First take numerator, that is 300, and find all its factors, that are 2 multiplied with 2 multiplied with 3 multiplied with 5 multiplied with 5. Then take denominator and find all its factors. That means 375. The factors are 3 multiplied with 5 multiplied with 5 multiplied with 5. Now we are going to encircle the common factors of 300 and 375, that are 3 and 5 and 5. These are the common factors. Then write HCF of 300 and 375. When you multiply the common factors, we'll get HCF. That means 3 multiplied with 5 multiplied with 5 will get 75. Now divide the numerator and the denominator by 75. Write 300 divided by 375. Now divide the numerator and the denominator by 75. We'll get 4 by 5. Reduce 128 divided by 280 by using HCF. First take numerator 128 and write all its factors, that are 2 multiplied with 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 2. Then take denominator, that is 280, and write all its factors. 2 multiplied with 2 multiplied with 2 multiplied with 5 multiplied with 7. Now we are going to encircle the common factors, that are 2 and we have 2 and we have 2. Now HCF of 128 and 280 equal to, multiply the common factors, we will get HCF. That means 2 multiplied with 2 multiplied with 2 will get 8. Now we are going to divide the numerator and the denominator by 8. That means write 128 divided by 280, then divide the numerator and the denominator by 8. We'll get 16 by 35. Find the greatest number that divides 226 and 311, leaving a remainder of 5 each case. That means if you have remainder is 0 means then only you can able to find HCF, isn't it? Yes. So subtract 5 from that given number. 228 minus 5 means we'll get 221, and 311 minus 5 will get 306. Now we are going to find the factors of 221. Let us take prime number 2. Is it divisible by 2? No, because it is odd number. So now we will try 13. How many times we have 13 in 221? That means 17 times. So 17 is the odd number that is divisible by 17. So we'll get 1. Now we can write all the factors of 221 equal to 13 multiplied with 17 multiplied with 1. Now take 306. Is it divisible by 2? Yes, because that is even number, so it is divisible by 2. We'll get 153. So 153 is an odd number, so we will take next prime number, that is 3. Is it divisible by 53? Yes, because we'll get 51. So 51 is also odd number, so we can try with 3. Yes, is it divisible? Yes, that is divisible. So 17 threes are 51. 17 is a prime number, so it is divisible by 17. So we'll get 1. Now we can write all the factors of 306, that are 2 multiplied with 3, multiplied with 3, and multiplied with 17. So the HCF of 221 and 306 equal to 17, because the common factor is 17. So the greatest number that divides 226 and 311, leaving a remainder of 5, is 17. Find the greatest number which, when divides 286 and 1250, leaving remainders 10 and 8 respectively. So first we are going to subtract 10, am I right? Yes. 286 minus 10 equal to 276. Now take 1250, subtract 8 equal to 1242. First we are going to find the factors of 276. It is divisible by 2? Yes, because that is even number, so it is divisible by 2. So we'll get 138. 138 is also a even number, so it is divisible by 2. So we'll get 69. So 69 is odd number, so let us take next prime number, that is 3. Yes, we have 23. So 23 is a prime number, so it is divisible by 23. So we'll get 1. So now write all the factors of 276, that are 2 multiplied with 2 multiplied with 3 multiplied with 23. Now take 1242. Now we are going to divide 621. Now it is odd number, so we can take next prime number 3. So it is divisible, so we'll get 207. It is also odd number, so take 3 and divide, will get 69. 69 is also odd number, so it is divisible by 3, so we'll get 23. 23 is the prime number, so it is divisible by 23, so we'll get 1. Now you can write all the factors of 1242 equal to 2 multiplied with 3 multiplied with 3 multiplied with 3 multiplied with 23. Now you can take that common factors of HCF of 276 and 1242. The common factors are 2 multiplied with 3 multiplied with 23. When you multiply, you'll get 138. So the greatest number which divides 286 and 1250, leaving remainder 10 and 8 is 138. A merchant has 140 liters oil of one kind, 560 liters of another kind, and 630 liters of a third kind. He wants to sell this by packing in tins of each capacity. What should be the greatest capacity of such a tin? First, take 140 and find all its factors. It is divisible by 2. Yes, it is divisible by 2 because that is even number. So we'll get 70. 70 is also even number, so it is divisible by 2. So we'll get 35. 35 is divisible by 5, so we'll get 7. 7 is a prime number, so it is divisible by 7, we'll get 1. So you can write all the factors of 140, that are 2 multiplied with 2 multiplied with 5 multiplied with 7. Now we'll take 560 and find all the factors of 560. It is divisible by 2 because that is even number, so it is divisible by 2. So we'll get 280. 280 is a even number, so it is divisible by 2. So we'll get 140. 140 is also even number, so it is divisible by 2. So we'll get 70. 70 is a even number, so it is divisible by 2. So we'll get 35. 35 is divisible by 5, so we'll get 7. 7 is a prime number, so it is divisible by 7, so we'll get 1. Now we can write all the factors of 560 equal to 2 multiplied with 2 multiplied with 2 multiplied with 2 multiplied with 5 and multiplied with 7. Take 630 and find the factors of 630. 630 is divisible by 2 because that is even number, so we'll get 315. So 315 is divisible by 3, so we'll get 105. 105 is a odd number, so it is divisible by 3, we'll get 35. 35 is divisible by 5, so we'll get 7. 7 is a prime number, so it is divisible by 7, we'll get 1. Now we can write all the factors of 630 equal to 2 multiplied with 3 multiplied with 3 multiplied with 5 and multiplied with 7. Now HCF of 140, 560 and 630 equal to, write all the common factors of 140, 560 and 630, that are 2 multiplied with 5 multiplied with 7 will get 70. So the greatest capacity of such a tin is 70 liter. Find the length of the longest tape which can exactly measure the dimensions of the room, that has length 13.60 meter, breadth 12.40 meter and height 5.60 meter. Here that's all the measurements has been given in decimals. Now we want to make it as whole number or integers. That means we can multiply it with 100 means we'll get whole number. So here that is given in meter. When you are going to convert into centimeter, you'll get whole number, isn't it? So 1 meter equal to 100 centimeter. Then we have 13.60 meter. When you convert into centimeter, we can multiply it with 100. We'll get 1360 centimeter. Then 12.40 meter. When you convert into centimeter, you can multiply with 100. We'll get 1240 centimeter. Then take 5.6 meter equal to 5.60 multiplied with 100. That means we are going to convert into centimeter. We'll get 560 centimeter. To find the factors of 1360. It is divisible by 2. Yes, because that is even number. So when you divide, we'll get 680. 680 is also even number, so it is divisible by 2. We'll get 340. 340 is also divisible by 2 because that is even number, so we'll get 170. 170 is also divisible by 2 because that is even number, so we'll get 85. And 85 is divisible by 5 and we'll get 17. 17 is the prime number, so it is divisible by 17. We'll get 1. So you can write all the factors of 1360, that are 2 multiplied with 2 multiplied with 2 multiplied with 2 multiplied with 5 multiplied with 17. Next we are going to find the factors of 1240. It is divisible by 2 because that is even number, so we'll get 620. 620 is also even number, so it is divisible by 2. We'll get 310. It is also even number, so it is divisible by 2. We'll get 155. So it is divisible by 5. We'll get 31. 31 is the prime number, so it is divisible by 31. We'll get 1. Now we can write all the factors of 1240, that are 2 multiplied with 2 multiplied with 2 multiplied with 5 multiplied with 31. Then take 560. Here, is it divisible by 2? Yes, because that is even number, so it is divisible by 2. We'll get 280. It is also even number, so it is divisible by 2. And we'll get 140. 140 is also even number, it is divisible by 2. We'll get 70. 70 also even number, so it is divisible by 2. We'll get 35. 35 is divisible by 5 and we'll get 7. 7 is a prime number, so you can 7 is divisible by 7. We'll get 1. So write all the factors of 560, that are 2 multiplied with 2 multiplied with 2 multiplied with 2 multiplied with 5 multiplied with 7. Now we are going to write the common factors. That means we can find the HCF of 1360, 1240 and 560. Write all the common factors, that are 2 multiplied with 2 multiplied with 2 multiplied with 5. When you multiply the common factors, we will get HCF. So we will get 40. The length of the longest rope is 40 centimeter. Test your understanding. Find the HCF of 36 and 180. Now we are going to find the answers. Okay. The options are A8, B36, C180 and D none. So find the factors of 36 and 180. Then you can circle the common factors, then multiply, will get that answer, isn't it? Yes. That is option B, 36. Then HCF of 16 and 25 is dash. Options are A1, B3, C2, D5. Here, one is even number, another one is odd number, isn't it? Yes, that means that HCF is 1. So answer A 1. Then HCF of 49 and 65 is dash. Option A 5, option B 7, option C 1, option D 13. The answer is option C 1 because there is no common factors. The HCF of two consecutive number is dash. Option A 1, option B 3, option C 2, option D none. Here consecutive two number means take any two numbers, that means 2, 3. Here the common factor is 1. Am I right? Yes, answer A 1. Then find the HCF of 75 and 180 by division method. The options are A5, B10, C15, D25. So when you divide, you'll get 15. Answer C 15. Thank you.